Sometimes there is this deep calmness inside me. I know that in those moments, my words and actions are all peaceful and wonderful. But the state does not stay. How can I hold it forever? What can be an action plan? That state is not to be held or worked towards. That state is your fundamental nature. You must invert your question. You must not ask how to hold peace. You don't need to hold peace. Peace is natural. You must ask, what else are you already holding? You don't need to additionally hold peace. Peace is held and peace holds you. Forget peace. Remove peace from your to-do list. No action plan will take you to peace. Instead, look at your pre-existing action plans and see how they are introducing stuff other than peace in your life. Don't act more. Just see how you are already acting. Peace is not another member that you need to add to your house. Peace is the foundation of your house. And if you don't experience peace, then don't add another member. Instead, look at the pre-existing members. They are the ones who are not allowing you to live in peace. Peace exists already, but is shrouded by your miscellaneous priorities. Get rid of stuff that obfuscates your peace, and there is nothing but peace. Don't try to add, simply subtract. Addition will not help. We are holding disturbances, annoyances, and frustrations and irritations with determination, with all our might, with clenched fists. I will not let it go. And what are you holding? Your own frustrations. We are our own enemies. It is our own disquiet that we are so obsessed with. And in this state, we ask how to get peace. Give me peace, but don't ask me to get rid of. You are asking for the impossible. Give me health, just don't ask me to get rid of the. Because my disease is so cute. And I have lived for so long with it that now I have a long-standing relationship. One must show some loyalty. Will I break all my promises? What will happen to the happy memories? So please, give me freedom. We blame God so much, as if He is responsible for lack of peace in our lives. We simply don't admit that if peace doesn't exist, it is because of our own indiscretion, our own blindness. We are not grateful. We don't simply admit that the giver has already given it. We don't need to ask for it. We act as if there has been some confusion or shortcoming on part of the giver. He has been a little reluctant. He is a miser. He loves middlemen. Unless I apply in the right ways, he will not give me peace. I must please his ego a little. I must go and sing songs in his praise, some bhajan, some kirtan, some devotional music, a little bit of buttering. Then he will give me peace. Has he not already given the ultimate to you? By asking more, you are blaming him. It's an allegation. See, you are not giving me enough. You do not know enough, you see. I'll tell you. There are gaps in your wisdom. You need an expert to take care of that. May I help you? You already have the best. You already have the infinite. If 100 is the maximum, which it is not, but for the sake of the statement, let's say 100. If 100 is the maximum, then you start from 100 backwards. How far backwards you go depends on you. You may even turn the 100 into a 0. Or you may stay still and find that you are always at 100. But we want to move, we want to progress, and we don't realize that we are progressing backwards from the ultimate. The more you progress, the more you find yourself closer to 0. And this is not the 0 of the Buddha. This is the 0 of the depraved man, of the real poor man who has denied himself the riches of living, the joy of living. This is that 0. And this is a tragic 0 because you are entitled to have 100. And you forced yourself into the 0. There is a lady I know of. She suffers from vitamin D deficiency. Sunlight is needed for activation of this vitamin. The synthesis starts only when sunlight hits the skin. Now sunlight is available, but the lady won't come out in the summers because it is too hot. She won't come out in the rains because it is raining. In the winters she come out, but it is too cold. So she comes out all covered, totally covered. So I asked, Devi, what are you doing? She said, I am soaking in some sunlight so that vitamin D can. Such is our life. Either we don't come out to receive what is available, or we come out with our defenses on. Now what will you get? And then you say, son has been a miser. He does not want to give open-heartedly. The proof is, look at me. I am the proof that God does not give enough. The only part of our body that is exposed to the sun is the face. Because so far, nobody has been ingenuine enough to come up with a piece of clothing that would totally cover the face. The day it comes in the market, she will be the first buyer. So what happens? Now she is sitting in the sun trying to soak the sun. Obviously no sun is coming, but all the sun is coming to the face. So after the winters, she has a charcoal face. Full of vitamin D. We all are litigants against God. If we could sue him, if we could somehow drag him to the courts, he would have had it. There is nobody here who is not full of complaints, not only towards the world, not only towards the husband and the wife and the neighbor and the society and the presidents and the prime ministers, but actually against God. I don't have joy, I don't have love, I don't feel free, I don't have peace. You don't have peace because you have too much of other things. Peace is there, buried under rubbish. The rubbish is what we call as our personal universe. This is me and my life. Peace lies dormant, almost dead. The nature of the ego is accumulative. The ego is like the person who does not do away even with rubbish in his house. Have you seen such persons? They won't sell away or throw away or dispose of items that are of absolutely no use, junk. They'll keep storing that. The ego is like that man, always accumulative. It wants to add, It doesn't want to drop. It doesn't want to shed. Whereas all spiritual discipline, all real progress depends on shedding, not accumulating. If you tell the Heuristic Man, oh, there is just too much rubbish here. What do you do with all these papers? Junk, 50 years old, 100 years old, prehistorical. Why are you still storing them? He will suddenly become enlightened. He will say, thank you so much. You have brought it to my attention that there is so much junk here. I have realized what an ass I am. Now I'll get 2 photocopies made of each of these documents and throw away this junk. The ego is always accumulative. Whatever it does, it ensures that addition happens. If 1 copy is removed, then that must happen only after 2 are added. Do away with the junk. You'll feel lighter. And you don't need the junk. Have some faith. Test yourself. You are already strong enough. But we are so afraid of, littleness, loneliness. What will happen if I do away with the junk? The junk at least gives me company. Like the little girl turning her face away from the mother and sleeping in the company of her doll. Little kids do that. They turn away from the mother. The mother, she makes me eat when I don't want to eat. She doesn't let me have Maggie. She brought fruits for me. This is not pardonable to take away Maggie and offer apple. So I'll not look at the mother. And I'll feel lonely. And when I feel lonely, what do I have with me? My doll. Toys are what our lives are full of. Our back is towards the real one. And our face is towards all kinds of innovative toys. The mother is not my friend. She tells me to read and study. The doll is good. She is my plaything. You don't need the doll. Wake up. You already have mother. And you forget that even the doll has been brought to you by the No mother, no doll. But the doll seems to you more precious than the mother. Try, at least try. I know your faces don't exactly speak of trust, but at least try. If TRUST is impossible, then TRY. Test.